Hello everyone, and welcome to Star Trek Online with me, TheDragoclaw. So, I was watching this video over the holidays instead of doing my coursework like a normal university student, and it got me thinking. You could probably make voice commands in Star Trek Online, and make your ship maneuver by them. And it turns out I'm not the only person who have that thought. I saw a video by someone called EddieGeek18, the link will be in the description, and he has created a video using a program has oh god, is he going to destroy my kills? He's created a video using voice commands so his ship can maneuver. I decided to do something similar. I'm using a different software to him. I'm just using plain old Windows speech, but it works all the same. Unfortunately, for the same reasons as him, I can't really make this public, just because even if I did, there would be no point, because everyone's keybinds are so different. It really wouldn't matter, and you would have to make your hotbar look exactly the same as mine for it to work properly. But I'm pretty proud of what I've done so far, so let's activate that, because I can't do that yet with my speech program. It's still a work in progress. But I'll show you what I've got here. I'm not going to be able to speak to you guys directly while I'm doing this, because it will read every single one of my voice commands and will try and act on them. Although hilarious, that will probably not produce the desired effect. So, without further ado, this is what I can do. Full combat impulse. Hard to port. Stop turning.
New course.
Activate the cloak. Activate the cloak. Engage the cloak.
Cloaking.
Sometimes the keybinds can be a bit, dodgy. Attack pattern delta.
Attack pattern confirmed.
Engage the cloak.
Cloaking.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Rotate weapons frequencies.
Adapting shields.
Standby. I forget the command to use directed energy modulation. I'll have to review that for the next episode. Fire torpedoes.
Torpedo away.
Fire all weapons.
Firing phasers.
All stop.
Reading alt stop.
Standby. That wasn't exactly the best form of display of what I can do, because a lot of my abilities didn't come into play. I can command it to do any of the top and second rows, as long as I remember what the command is. I tried to make it slightly different from the ability's name, just for my own sake, I guess. Turns out that wasn't a great idea. I forget how to use directed energy modulation. Modulate weapons, apparently, is my command. So yeah, I'm going to go try and find some other enemies, and I'll bring it back in when I can. Alright, looks like there's some enemies these guys haven't killed yet, so let's try and get on that. I'm going to go try get to these guys, so wish me luck. Enable the cloak.
Cloaking.
Full impulse.
Full impulse engaged.
Disengage.
Slowing to combat speeds.
Activate the cloak. Engage the cloak.
Cloaking.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Standby. Apparently that command is broken slightly. I did edit it, so that's probably why. Lock weapons. Fire weapons.
Firing phasers.
Fire torpedo.
Torpedo away.
Lock weapons. Enable the cloak.
Cloaking.
Full impulse.
Full impulse engaged.
All stop.
Reading alt stop.
Disengage.
Slowing to combat speeds.
Enable the cloak.
Cloaking.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Full combat speed. Evasive pattern 2.
Evasive pattern upon commit.
Standby. At this point I'm not controlling the ship with WASDA. I simply pre-programmed a maneuvering script in order to do a serpentine pattern. Goes back and forth, I think, 4 times, and then resumes its normal course. Oh, maybe 5. So yeah, I've done that. There's quite a bit I can do, although I'm still fairly limited. I can't get any sort of readout from the game about status of my ship or anything. I can just tell it to do things. But it's working pretty well at the moment, and I hope to get Fire at Will working again. I was concerned it might be me saying it wrong, but maybe there is something wrong with the script. But back to combat. Lock weapons. Fire weapons.
Firing phasers.
Attack pattern delta.
Attack pattern confirmed.
Warp 1 burst. Engage.
Course set and engaged.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Standby. Maybe it was me then. Rotate shield frequencies.
Adapting shields.
Modulate weapons.
Weapons frequencies are being rotated.
Distribute shields. Fire torpedo.
Torpedo away.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Brace for impact.
All hands. Brace for impact.
Attack pattern delta.
Attack pattern confirmed.
Emergency power to weapons.
Power rerouted to weapons.
Ah, that guy killed my fun. Standby. Uh-oh. I told it to go hard to starboard. Stop turning.
New course.
Sorry about that. The commands, again, will try and adapt whatever I say into one of the commands it knows. So, I'm just going to stay here and take this loot, even though I need absolutely none of it. I think what I'm going to do next is hop into another mission. Maybe actually complete the bottom row, go into another mission that is actually a bit more challenging, and we can see how well I do in that. So I'll see you in a couple seconds. Alright, welcome back everyone. I've set up the final bar, and I've joined Federation Fleet Alert. I think it's actually level 60 now, so these guys are actually going to be a higher level than me. I don't know, maybe everyone will be brought down to 50, as per usual. But anyway, we'll see how well I can do with using voice commands. I'm still going to pilot my ship for most part, because I don't trust my ability to speak directions, even with my evasive maneuvers, although I might still do them. I'll start... Oh, really? You're also going to use that? Fine, well I'll use this one then. I'll deploy my Delta Flyers. I don't have a command for that yet, but... actually, I'll put it on defensive in case I decide to separate my saucer, because I like to put my saucer as my ally target. Or pin target, at least. Okay, so yeah, everyone is level 50, so I've got a slight advantage, but not much of one. Alright. Let's start. Full combat impulse. Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Fire weapons.
Firing phasers.
Fire weapons.
Firing phasers.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
4 shields. Rotate shield frequencies.
Adapting shields.
Forward shields. I said 4 shields. Redistribute shields. Standby. It can't tell between my port and forward shields for shield distribution. It's kind of a problem. Standby. Also, there's no command to turn it on because apparently the only command to turn on Windows Speech is start listening. Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Fire weapons.
Firing phasers.
Engineering fleet.
Coordinating with the fleet.
Redistribute shields. Alert security. Emergency powder shields.
Reinforcing shields.
Inform security.
Security teams on alert.
Reverse shield polarity.
Reversing shield polarity.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Fire all weapons.
Firing phasers.
Lock target. Attack pattern delta.
Attack pattern confirmed.
Inform security.
Security teams on alert.
Standby. Apparently my tactical team doesn't work. Rotate shield frequencies.
Adapting shields.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Fire all weapons.
Firing phasers.
Fire torpedo.
Torpedo away.
Antimatter spread.
Initiating antimatter dispersal.
Lock target. Fire weapons.
Firing phasers.
Modulate weapons.
Weapons frequencies are being rotated.
Attack pattern delta.
Attack pattern confirmed.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Fire all weapons.
Firing phasers.
Emergency powder shields.
Reinforcing shields.
Lock target. Fire.
Phasers
Lock
on
target.
full spread.
Fire torpedo.
Torpedo away.
Heavy graviton beam.
Heavy graviton beam firing.
Fire torpedo.
Torpedo away.
Standby. So apparently my tactical team doesn't work. At the end there, because whenever I do a command, it kind of stops my ability to turn. I couldn't fire my heavy graviton beam because I stopped turning for a split second. But you know, it's pretty good for what it is and how long it took me to make it. Lock target. Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Fire all weapons.
Firing phasers.
Brace for impact.
All hands. Brace for impact.
Rotate shield frequencies.
Adapting shields.
Attack pattern delta.
Attack pattern confirmed.
Modulate weapons.
Weapons frequencies are being rotated.
Emergency powered weapons. Torpedo away.
Power rerouted to weapons.
Fire weapons. Fire torpedo.
Firing phasers.
Fire torpedo.
Torpedo away.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Evasive pattern 2.
Evasive pattern to confirm.
Emergency powered shields.
Reinforcing shields.
Antimatter spread.
Initiating antimatter dispersal.
Lock target. Lock weapons. Lock weapons. Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Attack pattern delta.
Attack pattern confirmed.
Hard to starboard. Stop turning.
New course.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Fire all weapons.
Firing phasers.
Locked weapons. Bring her about.
Turning 180 degrees.
Stand by. At this point, this is just showing off what I can do. I don't really need to turn about, but it's a good command to have just in case. I'm going to try and show off what little commands I have left. So, here goes. Hard to port. Stop turning.
New course.
Full impulse.
Full impulse engaged.
Disengage.
Slowing to combat speed.
Lock weapons. Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Rotate shield frequencies.
Adapting shields.
Lock target. Fire weapons.
Firing phasers.
Fire torpedo.
Torpedo away.
Attack baton delta.
Attack pattern confirmed.
Initiate saucer separation.
Saucer separation in progress.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Fire torpedo.
Torpedo away.
Lock weapons. Open fire. Cancel. Stand by. I accidentally said a command that wasn't anywhere close to anything I had, so it tried to interpret it as wanting to type it. So a pop-up appeared on my screen, which is why I had to say cancel. Lock weapons. Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Emergency power to weapons.
Power rerouted to weapons.
Engineering fleet.
Coordinating with the fleet.
Antimatter spread.
Initiating antimatter dispersal.
Modulate weapons.
Weapons frequencies are being rotated.
Auxiliary power to battery.
Auxiliary power rerouted.
Fire the lance.
Phaser lamp firing.
Graviton beam.
Heavy graviton beam firing.
Full combat impulse. Emergency evasive.
Evasive action in progress.
Bring her about.
Turning 180 degrees.
Fire all weapons.
Firing phasers.
Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Attack pattern delta.
Attack pattern confirmed.
Reroute emergency power.
Emergency power rerouted.
Fire torpedo.
Torpedo away.
Rotate shield frequencies.
Adapting shields.
Warp 1 burst. Engage.
Course set and engage.
Transfer shield strength.
Rerouting deflector power to shields.
Engineering teams.
Coordinating with the fleet.
Dispatch engineering.
Damage control teams dispatched.
Lock weapons. Fire at will.
Phasers on full spread.
Fire weapons.
Firing phasers.
Stand by. Alright, so I think I showed off most of them. In this last few minutes before I end this video, I'm just going to show off the commands I have for the others that I can actually use. Won't be able... well, I suppose I could show off diplomatic immunity. No, I can't need to be in sector space. Well, I can do that afterwards. Yeah, I'll show off what I can. awkward pause. Overcharge warp core.
Overcharging war PC or
Initiate saucer separation.
saucer separation in progress.
Increase subsystem shielding.
Canadian inversion in progress.
Engineering report.
Engineering reports repairs complete.
Standby. Okay, so those are some of the commands that I think I didn't do and I have now done. This one is Fleet Support 3. It requires me to go below a certain amount of health to be able to use it, 50% to be exact. So because that didn't happen, I couldn't use it. Same with ramming speed. My command for that is just as you would expect. I shout ramming speed. Diplomatic community. I'll select someone, and in fact I can probably show you. But yeah, so far I'm pretty proud of what I've done. Hopefully I can improve it a bit, make some alternative commands so that when I do shout something that's not quite what the command is, it will recognise it more easily. Perhaps even go to putting things in the chat, so I can say something like, "Help me, I'm being killed," into the chat, and people on my team will hopefully see it and come to my aid. Just typical things like that. Maybe just be able to say GG instead of typing it, although that's 2 letters, so I'm probably not gonna bother. But yeah, I will end this episode here. I hope you enjoyed, and live long and prosper.
Granted diplomatic immunity.
Standby. Okay, so that didn't work because I'm not close enough, I don't think. Driver coils, target player friend. I think I need to be a lot closer. There we go. You get the sentiment though. Live long and prosper.
Granted diplomatic immunity.